Well, hello, my friend. Brian Father here, your online identity protection guy. Just want to jump on here real quick and leave a video for you to encourage you today. I want to encourage you to do hard things because sometimes hard things are worth doing. Hard things get inflicted on us whether we want it or not because life is cruel sometimes. Things just happen. Sickness, disease, pandemics, right? All sorts of stuff happens. People coming in and out of your life, all those things. Some of those things are really, really hard and really waylay you and mess you up for a season and for a time. But I want to talk to you about doing hard things on purpose because that's different. Here I am, 57 years old, recreating myself so I can create a retirement residual income for me, my wife, and my family. Not because I didn't care about that younger, but because we had sacrificed to do other things. We have always been in ministry and not highly paid ministry. For those of you that tell us that you're in church and ministry for the money, I'll just laugh at you and say no. That was never our thing. We were in it because of a calling on our life, and we've fulfilled that for the last 30 plus years. But I find myself in a position that I need to create something for my life. And so now I'm doing something hard, making this video. It's hard. It's not what I normally do. It's not who I normally am. I don't like being on a screen talking to people. It's a hard thing, but it's worth doing it. But here's the thing. Hard things are worth doing on purpose because hard things are going to come to you whether you do them on purpose or not. So if I had not decided to do what we're doing now, to create the income and the residual and the retirement that we're trying to create currently, and we're working on it, and it's going well, but of course never fast as you want it to be, but it's going well. If I had never made that decision, retirement would have come anyway. And then I would have been waiting on the government to decide how much I'm worth for the rest of my life. Instead of going out, working hard, and determining how much I'm worth for the rest of my life on my own, but really not on my own with a team of people, which makes it much more effective. So I want to just encourage you to do hard things. I want to say that they're worth doing. I want to tell you a really quick story about hard things that can be inflicted upon you and things that you can do. I wrestled in high school, and I wrestled in the 185 pound class weight back then. I don't know if the class weights are the same now or not. It doesn't matter. That's the class weight I wrestled. And I remember that I had my coach one day, our heavyweight got sick. And coach was like, I want you to wrestle heavyweight. I was really strong. I wasn't heavy, but I was strong. And so I went, got on the mat, looked across, and this guy was massive. He wasn't when you think heavyweight, you think big, heavy set guys. No, this guy was about 6 foot, lean, pure muscle, just bulging muscles everywhere. I looked at my coach like, I'm in trouble. And all he said to me was, don't let him get a hold of you. We're wrestling. Right. So, needless to say, I kind of ran the first 2 minutes of the match. But towards the end of the first period with him, this big monster just snatched hold of me, grabbed me, put me on the ground, and pinned me very quickly. Why am I talking to you about my failure? Because when you do hard things, you'll fail, but you'll also succeed because you learn from the failure, and that failure propels you from the lesson that you learn from it into something where you're like, oh, don't do that again. I can do it differently. And then you become more successful. So I want to challenge you to do whatever it is that's in your life right now that you're putting off, you're ignoring, and you're trying not to do because you think it's hard. It's not as hard as you think. And even though I lost that match, even though that guy grabbed me and pinned me and it wasn't fun, it wasn't as bad as I thought. It was not nearly as bad as I thought. I didn't enjoy it, but we got through it, right? We're going to do a follow-up video later on the same thing, on the same topic of doing things hard. But I want to just lay the groundwork. You can do this, whatever this is for you, whether it's making a job change, whether it's a relationship change that you need to make, whether it's moving to a different location, whatever it is that you need to do that seems hard, it's worth the effort and it's worth doing well. So do the hard thing by choice, not by force. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.